The tornado was there, but people couldn't see it. That's what made the Mississippi outbreak so terrifying. This wasn't one of those tornadoes you see spinning across an open field from miles away. This was different. It was hidden inside the storm, wrapped in rain, covered by darkness, buried behind walls of water, pine trees, lightning, and flying debris. And by the time some people realized what was happening, it was already on top of them. On Wednesday, May 6, 2026, powerful storms exploded across southern Mississippi just after sunset. The sky was already dark, the roads were wet, visibility was falling fast, and then the warning started coming in. At 6:41 p.m. Central Time, one of the strongest tornadoes touched down. It would become an EF3, peak winds around 136 miles per hour, and it stayed on the ground for roughly 66.6 miles for almost 2 hours, from 6:41 p.m. until 8:31 p.m. This tornado carved through parts of Wilkinson, Franklin, Lincoln, and Lawrence counties. But the terrifying part wasn't just how strong it was how hard it was to see. This tornado was rain-wrapped. That means the funnel was hidden inside heavy rain. So instead of seeing a clear tornado on the horizon, people saw rain, darkness, flashing lights, trees bending, power flickering, and then the sound changed. That low roar, that deep, violent pressure in the air, the kind of sound people describe before everything starts coming apart. This storm tracked through areas near Garden City, Brookhaven, Bogue Chitto, and parts of southern Mississippi where thick trees and heavy rain made visibility almost impossible. And at one point, the tornado was so powerful that debris was reportedly lofted up to around 27,000 feet in the air. That is almost the height of Mount Everest. Think about that. Pieces of homes, trees, insulation, metal, everything the tornado grabbed was thrown so high into the sky that radar could see it. But on the ground, some people still couldn't see the tornado itself. That is what makes rain-wrapped tornadoes so dangerous. Your eyes can lie to you. You look outside and think it's just heavy rain. You hear thunder, you see lightning, maybe the wind picks up, maybe the power flashes in the distance. But behind that curtain of rain, a violent tornado can already be crossing the road, already ripping through trees, already throwing debris into the sky, already closing the distance between you and shelter. And Mississippi saw the damage. Hundreds of homes were damaged across multiple counties. Officials reported around 500 homes damaged. Lamar County had major damage reports. Lincoln County had major damage reports. Roads were blocked, trees were down, homes were ripped open. A trailer park in Bogue Chitto was hit hard. Families were crawling under furniture. People were hiding in bathrooms. Some were holding on to their kids while the house came apart around them. At least 17 people were injured. But somehow, there were no confirmed deaths. And that is almost hard to believe when you look at the damage. Because this was not just one quick spin-up. At least 4 tornadoes were confirmed in Mississippi from this event. One of them was the long-track EF3. Another tornado hit near Prentice around 8:54 p.m. Central Time. That one was rated EF0, with winds up to around 85 miles per hour, and stayed on the ground for about 3.7 miles. But the EF3 was the one that told the bigger story. A long-track tornado. At night in Mississippi, wrapped in rain, moving through trees, lifting debris to jet altitude levels, and hiding behind the storm that carried it. That is why southern tornadoes can be so deadly, because sometimes there is no dramatic funnel video, no perfect storm chaser angle, no wide open field where you can watch it coming. Sometimes the only warning is your phone screaming, a weather radio going off, a radar signature, a tornado emergency, and the sound outside getting lower. By the time you try to see it, you may already be out of time. That's the lesson from Mississippi. The tornado doesn't have to look cinematic to be violent. It doesn't have to be visible to destroy homes. It doesn't have to give you a clean view. Sometimes the most dangerous storm is the one that hides itself. Rain curtains, pine forest, power flashes, debris above the clouds, people underneath tables, families in bathtubs, emergency crews trying to get through blocked roads, and a tornado that was there the whole time. even when people couldn't see it. So when a tornado warning is issued, don't go outside looking for it. Don't wait for sirens. Don't wait for the sky to show you the danger. Get to your safe place. Lowest floor, interior room, away from windows, shoes on, helmet if you have one, phone charged, weather radio on. Because Mississippi just reminded everyone of something terrifying. Sometimes the sky doesn't reveal the danger, sometimes it hides it, and the tornado comes through anyway. For severe weather alerts, storm updates, and real-time forecast tools, go to StormScapes.xyz, because the most dangerous tornado is not always the one you can see. Sometimes it's the one hiding inside the rain.